I want to take you now to Limpopo. The rural areas in and around Matsila in the province are set to benefit from installations of solar panels. How, you ask? Let's find out. SABC News journalist Lutendo Bobodi joins us now live. Brother Bobodi, very good morning to you. Take us through how these solar panels are set to benefit the community.
Yeah, thank you so much, Blaine. How many times have you and I spoken about lack of water in the province? I guess you've lost count. You know, when you give a Limpopo resident water, you give them life, a lifeline. Because, you know, the lack of water in the province, you know, it's massive. Even in towns, like even your capital, Polokwane, the capital of the province, water supply is not consistent. Now, this solar energy project is essential or pivotal to the supply of water in these areas, Matsila and surrounding areas. I mean, we're talking about 10,000 households that are set to benefit. This area, like many in the province, lacks water, partly due to lack of electricity or inconsistent electrical supply. Now, these solar plants will, of course, propel water to households. Let me just move out of the shot and show you how they look like. This is one of the solar plants here. It's one of the 7 in this area that will supply water to many households. As I said, 10,000 households. I mean, that's massive, Blaine. But of course, to get more on that, I'm joined by the brain behind that project, Chief Okosiriwani Matsila, who's also traditional leader here. Thank you so much for your time, Chief. Talk to us about this project.
No, this project came as our effort to ensure that we supplied our community with clean running water. We started many years ago, seeing that the area is very dry and there is no water. We established boreholes ourselves as the community trust so that the people can benefit. The challenge has been that the boreholes that we have, about 10 or more, we're using electrical energy from Eskom, which has proved to be unaffordable for us, very expensive. And as you rightly say, also because of load shedding, it has proved to be quite unreliable. So we're not getting a proper supply of water, inconsistent and abrupt sometimes. So we decided that we must invest on solar energy, and then spoke to some of the people in the private sector, and we're very lucky to meet 91 Asset Management, which is formerly known as Investec Asset Management, under the leadership of Hendrik de Toit, who is really passionate about developing areas like this. They agreed to supply us with solar. But the importance of solar is that it now becomes free supply of water through that initial investment, which is a bit expensive, but going forward, we will get our water quite cheaply and reliably. Now we are very fortunate. You know, the sun that we complain about, we are now turning into an asset to supply the community with the water. So that's the beauty about it.
Yeah. You know, like I said, this is a lifeline, and you can't really attach monetary value to it. But you know, I will ask this: how much has been spent here?
About 1.5 million has been spent here. I might have to add that at the time when we asked for the investment, we were owing Eskom about 300,000 rand, and the sponsors also cleared that debt for us, so that we start with a free system without any load of people complaining that Eskom might come and cut. Now, there's no need for Eskom to cut our electricity. We have our own system. The most important issue is that as the community, we must guard the assets so that people don't come and steal the solar, and really look after that and maintain these precious assets that we have.
Okay, Matsila is one of the villages that will benefit. It's about 10,000 households.
Yes.
What are other villages?
You have Nkuzana, you have got Njakanjaka, you have got Dihope, you have got Basani, and many other areas where they don't have water. They come in their vans and buggies, and we allow them to harvest the water, even if when we're still paying huge amounts of electricity. You could not say to a neighbor when they are thirsty and they want to have water to cook for themselves and bath.
Thank you so much, Chief. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Blaine. As we said before, the problem is not really lack of water. There are sprawling dams around these areas, but the problem is infrastructure. How to get that water into the households. There's Litaba Dam here, there's Nandoni, but of course there's no water, and it's quite amazing. But if you see projects like this, it's encouraging. Blaine?
All right, Lutendo Bobodi there, live for us in Limpopo. Thank you very much indeed, sir, for your reporting.